Hello, everyone. It is Monday, 8 p.m. in New York City, and it's time for another SideKick Power Hour. We come to you every week on Monday night to bring you a little bit of SideKick productions and a little bit of fun and frivolity. It might seem a little strange to you because usually Nakia is greeting you every week. But unfortunately, Nakia is one of the many, many, many people in Texas and I believe a lot of the Midwest who is suffering right now from massive blackouts. There's no power, no electricity, and it's for that area of the country extremely cold right now. So we send our best wishes to Nakia and all of the people who are without power and very very cold. I hope that this situation is resolved very soon for all of them because it is not a good situation. Um, in the meantime, we are still going to be having our show tonight. I'll be here with some old friends and some new faces we haven't seen on the show before. Tonight on Sidekick Power, we're going to be watching episode two of season four, Phoenix Down, and we're going to be talking about a little bit about the musical episode, a little bit about maybe some other shows like Demon Doctor and Art of Blowing It, and maybe hear a couple other things as well as meeting a very special guest. During the show, as always, we are making our musical episode. It is coming to a close. We are very, very, very close to filming everything, and that's being wrapped up. Then we'd have all we have left from there is the audio vocal recording, which we will get to as soon as COVID helps us cooperate a little bit. But in the meantime, if you want to help us with the musical episode, you can make a donation at Venmo, PayPal, or Cash, and that would be a tremendous help to us to make this musical come to you. Because I have been incredibly pleased with how these songs have been coming out and how these music scenes are coming together. And I think you're going to be surprised by the production value and the way we've put some real amazing soul into this. So I really can't wait for you all to see it. But I could ramble on by myself all the time, but it's more fun with people. So why don't we bring in one of our good friends, Ashley Monique Menard, and we'll bring in our other friend, Stuart Kiczek.
Josh, you could just
Ashley
play
Monique
all the
Menard.
parts. It's okay.
I mean, I could do that, I suppose, but
I just want a whole episode of you just playing everybody.
I mean,
maybe we'll get to that. To see that.
I think it's been a crazy week. Lots happened this past week. And it's
I mean, being that it's only Monday, a lot has happened today.
A lot has happened today, even. What has happened to you, Ashley? How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Things are good. Am I not okay to say that?
No, it's good to say that. We want some positivity. Okay. It's important to be good, important to be happy, and everything.
Guys,
that wasn't entrapment.
Great.
That wasn't entrapment. Mm-hmm. That wasn't entrapment. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not entrapment. But in the meantime, I do know some exciting things happened today on F Your Fears. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah. So much awesome stuff. Okay, huge announcement. Okay, so I had 3 episodes that came out today. One is Victor Rufus. He is a musician from Australia. His voice is enough to listen to the episode just because he sounds so incredibly cool and confident. We talk about astrophysicists as well as music. So he's really cool. I've also got Christoph, Christoph, who is a stuntman and a drummer, and he's also a little person and the host of a really awesome podcast that I absolutely love called I'm Kind of a Big Deal. So those 2 episodes came out, plus Maggie Shirk. Yep, you guessed it. Maggie, who plays Veronica from Skeleton Crew, is on the podcast as well. So you can check out all 3 of those episodes. FYourFears.com. You'll have direct links to check it out on Anchor, Spotify, all of the different places that you can listen to podcasts. That's one thing. But then also next week, you guys, next week the video podcasts come out. Video podcasts. You'll be able to see my face.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I want an excuse to see you do an on-air correspondent.
Stuart and I were talking over each other. We were just so excited for the video podcast.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
But you have to have both of us back on the show now, actually, so we can have our video podcasts.
10,000%. I cannot wait. You know, it's coming. Yeah, so it's gonna be great. So that's why whenever you asked how my day was, like my day was just about making sure that people could start eating up the podcast. So far, we already have 40 people listening to each of the episodes. So I'm just so grateful and just it's been a really good day. Between that and schoolwork, it's been good.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're a cat, apparently.
Rawr.
That's a very big cat. That's a lion.
I'm a big kitty.
That's all right. You mentioned that now. I mean, Josh playing all the roles. Let me tell you, I don't think I could play all the roles. Can you imagine me playing the role of Hunter?
Yes, I've seen it.
You know, I picture you doing a faux episode of Power Hour where you play all of us and you just edit it together so you talk to yourself.
That would be fun. I could play Ashley and Stuart. I could do the voices and everything.
I want to see you do your Nakia. Yes.
Can you do? Whose voice is that, Stuart?
It's you, Ashley.
Okay, well, moving on.
Stuart doesn't want me to do his voice because he knows I make him sound like a Muppet. So
yeah, I sound like a Muppet in Josh's head. Anywho.
We have a very, very, very special guest tonight. So before I bring him on...
Who is it, Josh?
Well, we're going to see because I'm going to show you a special clip from him from season 5.
You are?
Some of his work. Yep. Get ready.
Hey there.
Hey, name's AJ. You come here often?
I mean, as often as I can. I know the owners. Almost arrested most of them at some point. They're a great bunch.
So you probably know that big guy's name.
I think you're talking about Hunter. Most thirsty queens want to know his name.
Watch who you calling a thirsty queen.
Hey man, if the tiara fits.
Thanks for your help. Hey there.
Yeah, sorry, bub. I'm busy.
Tonight we are welcoming Gabriel Awan.
Hello, all.
Hey, Gabe. How are you tonight?
Hey, Gabe.
I am fantabulous, thank you.
We are so glad you could be here tonight.
I'm glad to be here.
That's right. You put them in their place. That's right.
And I am living for this color combination, but that's another story entirely. I've already told
you see,
that.
No, it's an X. There's the red, orange, and red, and then the me and you are the blue squares. You know.
Oh yes, I can see that. Oh, how clever! We did not plan this, but we were going to say we did. Now, Gabe actually tells me you're one of her favorite people. So
wow,
one of my favorites.
Wow,
very excited to have you here tonight.
Yes,
Gabe. For the people who aren't familiar with you too much, who are watching, why don't you tell us a little bit?
Well,
about yourself?
first of all, screw them.
Yeah, do your homework.
Yeah, get it together, people. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Why don't you tell these wonderful people that you've just screwed who you are and what a little bit about yourself?
Frankly, I don't really know who I am either. No, listen, my name is Gabriel Awan. I'm an actor. I am a photographer, and I am a baby director. I'm just starting to do some directing now. So that's who I am, man.
That's really
Do you
cool.
just direct babies or
just only infants? Once they hit about 7 months old, frankly, I think the egos get a little too big, and it's not really for me.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get that. I mean, that's why I only work with Ashley and Stuart because they're still under 7 months in my head.
Yeah. Well, they have infantile. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I don't know.
I make the man-child routine work for me.
Yes, honestly, I've always thought that.
Speaking of that, though, speaking of your directing and your photography and everything, why don't you tell us a little bit about Queen's Self-Tape?
Oh, why, thank you. Queen's Self-Tape is it's a self-tape studio that I started because I would get auditions and I would have to go into people's houses, as mine is in my house, and it was always so awkward and like uncomfortable. And I was just like, I wanted to cut the tension. So once I got a little bit more experience and felt more comfortable doing it myself, I wanted to create an environment that was like fun and relaxing and where someone could come in and just kind of have it be their space. And so I did so, and it's kind of evolved. Then I started doing some photography. I was doing some, doing headshots for people and what I call indie headshots, where it's kind of outside, like not a lot of photoshopping. And now we even started doing some scene recreation and creating scenes from the ground up from people's reels. It's been a lot of fun.
That's really
That's
cool.
awesome.
I think what our viewers might not know sometimes about the business side of acting is that one of the most common things that actors have to do is make a self-tape. And that is one of also the most irritating things you have to do.
Ooh. That's how I got the job on Skeleton Crew. I did a self-tape for you, and you called me, and now I got some friends, or at least people who pretend to talk to me.
It's both simultaneously easier to do than the old school going into the big office, and more difficult at the same time.
And the reason why you might hire a coach or someone to tape is A, there'll be some production value, but B, it's kind of nice to have someone coach you through the process. And I don't know about you guys, but if I'm left to my own devices, then I'll do 800 takes because I can always pick it apart. But when there's someone else there, it's just nice to kind of give you some boundaries.
And also, just setting up the camera for yourself is crazy and hard to do. It's easier when you're using a phone now because a lot of people do that with their phone. But if you want it to look really good, you want it with a nice camera, with a nice lighting setup, and that means you need somebody behind it all to take a look at that, which is what Gabe is for. So,
then you holler at your boy.
That's right.
Part of nailing the audition is wrapping it in a nice package.
That's it. Tell me more about that package, Stuart.
When you wrap it.
Well, it's wrapped in a pink and or salmon and orange outfit, I think.
Oh, no. Let's not dance. This is pink. Some might even call it a hot pink, but yeah.
I can live with that then. I love it. I would wear that totally. Gabe, you are one of the few actors, I think, who actually has been on all 3 of our shows on SideKick Productions. You've been on Skeleton Crew and Demon Doctor, and you were on Art of Blowing It, and we'll talk about that someday, or maybe right now. But in the meantime, though, do you have what's your favorite memory from working on these shows? Do you have one?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll be honest with you. I pushed some boundaries if you wanted to go there. I didn't think I would do that. I remember a scene that we'll just say was very sexual in nature, where I gave a man fellatio. And, that is not something that I've ever done in life.
Stimulated.
Well, I'm method. I studied at Susan Batson's studio, so I just went for it. But, just kidding. But but listen, that's not that kind of show. No, but for me, it was really cool because while it was new to me and I was like a little bit scared, if I was honest, I remember like coming to you and being like, so dude, I read the script. I was like, oh shit. So this is on there. And I was like, so I just need you to be honest. I'm scared. I'm going to be a little bit jittery. If you're cool with that and you can like kind of hold my hand through this process, I'm down to do it because I'm an actor. And so I just remember like that, just in general, man, like that ability to come and be super honest about where I was at and the way I was treated by the whole cast. I just really enjoyed the camaraderie of the whole thing, man. It was just a really cool experience.
I'm so glad to hear that. You're one of those people that just gels with SideKick easily. You came on and was like, oh, Gabe is totally one of us. It's awesome.
Yeah, I felt the same way. It felt like community theater, but like on a larger scale, man. It was fun. Felt like everybody was welcome. It was just like pretty good vibes. So it's easy to do.
And I remember that day in question specifically because you got there very early, and it was just you and me, and we were chatting a little bit, and it was really good to have that conversation. I really appreciate when actors come to me with ideas or concerns or questions, because often it doesn't happen until right before we film the scene, and then the actor's like, what do you mean I have to do this? I didn't read the scene until right now.
Or some directors wouldn't be as accessible to that kind of interpretation or even trying to put a spin on things.
That was my point, Stuart. Is like I just like to come and just kind of be honest about where I was at. I thought that was super cool. What's up, Lisa? How you doing?
Josh is awesomely receptive to feedback like that.
Yeah. Josh is pretty awesome in a lot of ways. Maybe we can just have a whole show about how great Josh is.
I mean,
it's called The Art of Blowing It.
Or we can do it on June
according to my mother.
Smash that like button below.
So Gabe, before we jump into the show tonight, is there anything in the pipeline for you? Are you working on any projects right now?
Yeah, but nothing I'm ready to talk about. Everything is very preliminary. I would say for the studio that we do photography for people who are not just actors as well. And we're moving to Long Island City in at the end of the month. Yes, I'm excited. So we're gonna be building represent. And so yeah, I'm just excited for that. And then yeah, I'm shooting some stuff, just some recreations. But I'm I'd like to. I'm hoping to have some stuff that we can do some cross promotions with by the summer. So
awesome! I can't.
Ashley
wait.
is hilarious.
Oh, you guys.
And I won't say anything because if you don't want to talk about it, I'm not going to talk about it. But I will say that you did mention a project to me and Ashley once, and I hope you're still working on it. So
yeah, my problem is that I change my mind like every 15 seconds. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
That's a ... thing. Yeah.
So more on that anon, everyone. And of course, that's me bringing out my Shakespearean. You all, as you all know, I am a doctor, and I have a doctorate in English. So anon.
Oh, we're well aware.
Yes,
aware of
yes,
that,
Dr.
Josh.
Pangborn.
Well aware.
All right,
Dr.
So
Pangborn.
that I will stop shooting my own horn. You can talk.
I love you so
Gabe.
much. I'm just kidding.
You can talk more about Gabe by visiting him on Instagram at Real Deal Jabril or on Twitter at Gabriel Awan.
Nice alliteration,
website and checking him out on Wynn's website. And again, queenselftape.com is where you can go to book him if you are an actor listening right now and want to get some help because
and make life easier for yourself.
Everything is being done through self-tapes. There is nobody going in anywhere to audition anywhere in person. So you need a good self-tape if you're going to do it on your own. So with that in mind, I think it's time to jump into Skeleton Crew. This is season 4, episode 2, Phoenix Down. Oh, jumped right before I could even start. Original air date December 23rd, 2018. And
that was 12 years ago. For those watching at home,
it feels like fucking 20 years ago, man.
Yes.
Yes. And this
I think it only feels like 2 years ago.
Like 8 billion things happened in the last 2 months.
Yeah, I can't.
Like
Yeah.
This is Gabe's first episode of Skeleton Crew ever, where we meet Detective Forsetti. So away we go.
That's detective to you.
Yeah, detective. Yeah.
Detective. Am I still peeking really hard, Paul? Let me know.
This is exactly what happens when friends go to curse.
And you will get your business back as soon as we are through with our investigation.
Please? We already done this once before.
I love that mustache.
Hey, Dennis.
Yes, well,
I know, you look
apparently that investigation
perfect detective look
had
here.
some complications. But
It's stressed down cop day.
Finish up as quickly as possible, and you can get back to selling beer.
I think this is a hilarious
Look,
episode,
we
you're
got
right.
nothing to say to each other. You can show a little gratitude, man. I've done an awful lot to protect this
You
bar
have.
over the last year. Yeah, for yourself? Yeah, a little bit. And I did it for Anthony, too. But because of everything I've done, I've been demoted. So don't tell me we've got nothing to say to each other, because frankly, I am tired of sticking my dick out for you.
Fine, and keep sticking it to my husband.
Ex-husband.
Ooh.
A lot of love in the room.
How is he sticking his dick out?
We're all hanging
for him?
outside.
Yeah, I don't get the. I
Isn't
don't
it
track the metaphor. I don't track the metaphor.
Well,
How
see,
good of you
it means risk.
to be here.
Yeah, the bar is
I don't care.
I see. Okay, I see.
What's this?
Oh, it's an invitation.
That's when the
to an
doctorate comes in,
exclusive
actually.
party next week.
Yeah, I'm busy that day.
I do not have one. I see.
Oh yeah, sorry. I meant I don't want to go.
You will be there, Dennis.
I love that line.
Oh, you sad little man. There is no or.
Dean. Oh god, terrifying.
I don't care about the skeletons in your closet. So baby, better lay those bones to rest. We come too far to give it up. We haven't lost it. And through it all, I'll pass your every test.
it down
You
now.
don't understand just how crazy I am. You wanna know? Well, break me open and I'm hollow. So when you're next to me, I don't need to be in shadows. Dancing with the devil and I know it's in my
I love that coffee
Leandro,
shop.
but he sure has good people working for him.
She looks so good.
Who
No,
could
that's
she be
Junior
talking about?
Lisa
Hello?
or Junior Price.
Yes,
That's
I'll
what he's
accept the
going by
charges.
now.
And yes, I'll hold.
You know, he's been acting strangely these last few days. Mr. Police Officer, what's with all these looks?
You know, he
He
can't hear you,
can't
Carla.
hear
Well,
you.
then tell him what I said.
She's right, you know. You have been looking at me pretty strangely since Halloween.
I'm glad you brought it up. Look, I've been wanting to talk to you about something.
Hold on. Hello? Glenn!
Anthony, hi. Well, I'm out of town for the moment, but I just wanted to call and remind you to get started on that sequel for Pish Posh. Now, you know our publishers are looking for some progress soon.
Give me that. Hello, madame. You look marvelous in that dress.
Wait, where was she
I told
that whole time?
She was getting coffee, and now she's in the room.
Veronica! Hi, darling.
She just burst in.
Now, don't be cross with me, darling, but I'm not going to be able to make it home in time for your party tonight.
Yes, I understand. I can try to find a replacement for you on such short notice, but I can't promise I'm not furious with you. Lots of love, darling.
Okay.
Oh.
You can't just barge into here, Veronica. What if Ernie and I were...
Well, then I'd say bully for you, brother.
Actually, I should probably get going.
Don't rush out on my account, officer. I shan't be long. I'm just here to deliver this last invitation to my final guest.
You couldn't have just like texted me.
You want Carla to come?
I
am
Carla doesn't have a phone.
flattered, though I would have gone anyway. But still, it's nice to be wanted.
Anyway, I'm off. I'm gonna go powder my nose and I'll be on my way.
Locks are a
I've been
problem,
saying,
sure.
I've been saying that for years.
Veronica on cocaine. That's terrifying.
That light is really bright in the fridge.
That's the brightest fridge I've ever.
Kid!
I'm all good, Mama Bear.
Jeez, you gotta learn to take smaller bites. Thank God Pop was here.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah, is the bar still closed? Detective says we can reopen maybe tomorrow. I'm not holding my breath though.
At least you can spend the day here with your dad.
Oh, not tonight. I got a date. I don't want to hear about this.
A date?
Yeah, guy I met on a cell phone app. Nice fella. Must have on DTF.
Cell phone app. That's hilarious.
And what did you tell him? Well, hell yeah, I'm down to fuck. I was right. I don't want to hear about this.
You know what DTF means.
Well, I'm not too old to pick it off the internet. Okay. Well, then I guess it's just you and me, kid.
Yeah, and everyone else? We have to go to Veronica's party tonight.
We do?
I do.
Thanks again for coming in today, Dennis and Chaz.
No problem.
I can see I tanned since the last episode.
Money for murder.
Yes.
You two were the last, it seems.
About 3 months in between.
No.
3 months where I must have been outside. Oh, yeah. This was fun. That is Glenn Reed. So you left Horatio with Glenn. Why?
Oh, he asked us to go buy him some Ranger tickets.
And it didn't strike you two as odd that your bathroom was out of order all night?
Oh, man, that thing is always broken.
I see. And how about this Anthony Stuart character? I understand that he talks to imaginary people.
To be honest, we don't know if they're imaginary. They could be dead. Back at the bar, we have a pool going. Some of us think he's insane, and some of us think he's an extra large.
A what?
A what?
Oh, Yeah, sorry, medium. But in any event, he talks to people we can't see.
How many concussions
Oh my God,
has
that's so
this poor
funny.
man suffered just to be reminded of things?
Rude! What if I was doing something more delicate?
Please, it's not like you defecate unless you're at home.
And can you blame me if more people followed my example? The world would be a better place.
And a little less pungent.
You
Would
be
it
quiet.
though?
I'm talking to Veronica.
I
I'm
don't
not
think so.
stopping
I
you.
think if you have to take a poop, you should do it where you're at.
I don't want a
Who's
bunch of people
Patrick?
all
Got the phone
bound
ringing.
up
He says
walking
Hunter
around the
thinks that you did
streets.
not
I
invite
feel
him
like
to
it's a
your party.
recipe for
After the
disaster.
ridiculous
Me
display
either.
between the
It sounds
two
like
of
a
you at
bad
Halloween,
idea.
can you
When you
blame
gotta
me?
go,
I
just
couldn't take a
go.
chance of something
Just
like
go.
that happening at my party. Besides, I was only inviting 11 people.
But don't invite her.
Rude much?
I am just saying, it's not like you take her out of room, Carla.
Hunter is a Taurus, and we don't need any more Tauruses after we invite your detective friend.
Well, officer, and why can't we have 2 Tauruses?
That's ridiculous. Maybe we could have done something with 2 Geminis, but 2 Tauruses? What kind
Well,
of
I'm a
party do you
Taurus.
think
I believe
this is?
it's pronounced
Truthfully, I have
Taurus.
no
I'm a
idea.
Taurus as well.
Thank you for having me over today, Polly.
And we're here together.
Of course, Father.
Yeah.
My home is your home.
I know I'm going to see you later at the party tonight, but there's something... There's a
Damn,
decision
sappy
to make.
pants. Why are you so
There's something I really need your help.
crying and shit?
I know, Father, that when you have something big in your life you need someone to talk to, you turn to your friend, Apollina Zografis. So lay it on me, because that's me, Apollina Zografis. And lay it on me, but not figuratively, because I'm in a very committed relationship with a man. He's a dull man, but still, he's a man.
I mean, I just, I really need to know that someone...
I can tell you need to know something.
I like Taurai,
Someone
Carl. I think
I
Taurai
like
is.
Taurai,
here
too.
for Hunter and Dennis and Chad.
And he has a doctorate, so
Anthony
we're probably
and
going to go with what he
everybody
said.
get money shots.
Go. Where would you go?
Where doesn't really matter. I mean, I just...
Stuart, are you
I don't
crying?
think
For real?
I'm helping anyone
There?
anymore. And
She
I feel
just
like
she got me
everybody
there.
else is
She gets
Yeah.
me there
on
every
with their
time.
lives. Everybody
Yeah.
else is doing something, and I'm just
You're not
staying
the only
put.
one.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything, and I need to move. And I felt like this for months now.
Well, if you feel this way, then you need to go. Go! Who cares about the people here? Someone else will figure it out. They'll take care of your little crew.
But Polly, I was really hoping that that would be you.
Me. Me. Like I want to take care of those people. No. Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
Oh.
Not gonna do it. Would be pregnant.
Well, can we get at least like a transition wipe
No
or
warning.
something here?
No
Just like
warning. Nope.
Just jumping right into it, huh, Josh?
a new establishing shot.
Hunter is a dumb motherfucker.
Really subtle
Like,
piece.
how did you not notice that?
Look, I know you're a Gaby, but like, why don't you want Hunter to know we're together?
Together? Reese,
Together?
son, that's not what this is.
Right, yeah, no, I was testing you.
Oh, good, because I ain't set this thing down.
Why would you be? It's not like you're approaching death or anything.
Oh.
Why would you want any stability?
So wait,
I
still
mean-
doesn't know when the bar will reopen?
Nope. I'm starting to get stir crazy in here. I mean, who'd ever thought I miss going to work?
Jeez, that blows.
Yep. But I got an idea.
What?
Well, we're going to a party tonight where most of the people there
Is this
are on a
controller
suspect
even
list.
on?
Right? So then,
Probably
if
not.
we want money shots to reopen, we need to solve this ourselves.
Just relax.
Oh, man.
In and out. In and out.
I know how to breathe.
Well, then stop talking and do it.
Who does she think she is? Anthony probably told her not to invite me to the party. Where does he get off doing that?
Give me my afternoon
He's been hiding
GMT.
stuff from me for months now.
You know, it really helped me follow your ranting if you used names instead of pronouns.
No, just stop talking. Just make me feel better.
I'm trying, but massages and alcohol and food don't seem to be doing the trick.
No wonder your master uncollared you.
He uncollared me because I wouldn't let him remove my penis. Only because you inspired me that I'd have more to offer men with it attached.
Oh yeah, that's me, an inspiration to all the cocks and balls of the world. Why would he
On a
want me?
t-shirt.
He has Ernie. Ernie's smart and funny. Ernie's a hero. All I do is run a bar.
Hey, come on. So what? You're not a hero. So what? And so what? You're not
I need a
smart.
hero.
You're masculine and manly and powerful. Isn't that enough?
Apparently not for everyone.
Well, it doesn't have to be enough for everyone, as long as it's enough for someone.
Just make me feel better.
Again,
And there we
so
go.
aggressive.
It's not. We have a little problem.
Well, that's cringy.
Seems like you have a marshmallow and a
Look,
keyhole
it's
type
okay. It happens
situation.
to old people.
It happens to
I
old
mean,
people.
It does. Remember
I
this one.
cannot believe you ran after that taxi cab driver.
You didn't tip him.
It is sickening how generous you are. Just sickening.
Excuse me. Hi. I'm not really sure if I'm in the right place. I got an invitation to this party, and I'm.
I know you. You're that slut from Halloween.
Excuse me? I only practice monogamy.
You know what they say about people who dress like whores, don't you, darling?
No. What?
They're whores.
Where did you get the horns, Ash?
Don't mind.
Those were Josh's.
Oh, I don't. I try not to let anyone.
Amazon.com.
Oh, bother. You're gonna have a hard time
Oh,
fitting
Pooh
into this
Bear.
crowd then.
Why?
Paul was so
Listen,
happy with
I know
his
we're at a
costume.
party and all. What do you guys think
Paul
about helping me
was
score a few minutes
just
alone?
elated.
Come on, he's been
I think he
so
got
lonely
injured.
lately.
Didn't he get
I think
injured?
he'd really like to know how I feel about him.
He got injured on set with
Dennis,
this
what do you
costume.
think? You know?
How is that
I've had this
possible?
cheese before. It
Yeah.
really melts
He
in your
did
mouth.
though.
He has
He
crab.
has, I guess he got. I guess he got
Sorry.
carpal
You're right,
tunnel
Gerard,
from
I'm
doing
sorry.
this so many times.
Crab
He legit was like,
tunnel.
he really, yeah, he got injured
Committed.
from doing that.
Committed crab person.
We love you, Paul. We love you, Paul. We love you, Paul.
Hey, Reese, how are you? How's your first semester?
Sorry, I don't have small talk. I just have a question to ask you.
Well, okay then.
So when you were a priest, you had like a lot of secret sex, a lot of secret men, right?
Yes, over the years I did have a series of lovers. That's a good question.
Nope. Sorry, that wasn't my question. How did you cope with the secrecy? Like, how do you have sex with the same person over and over again and not have it tear you apart inside that you just can't tell the people closest to you about him?
Simple. I never saw the same guy twice. That way, I never really had to deal with it.
That doesn't sound like you at all.
But at that point in my life, that's really the only possibility I had. I didn't let a guy get close to me because I didn't want to hurt him because I couldn't fully devote myself to him. So I didn't really even open up myself to the possibility of love.
Wow. Priest Anglicist sucked.
Oh, Chaz.
I love
So
this
this
Virgo
woman
costume.
just appears at one of my shops and
Just
handed me
keep
an invitation and told
disappearing
me
and
I had to be
reappearing.
here. And well, here I am.
I would say that sounds weird, but this is a Veronica party.
I don't know what that means.
Give it time.
It's a kinky sex thing.
Dennis! Hey, have you seen Anthony yet?
Can't talk now, Ernie. Looking for a murderer.
Oh,
yep.
Dennis. I thought that might be you.
Huh?
I thought it would be you.
It's good to see you again.
Considering it's your
Maybe I do
fave.
have a minute after all.
Right. Is that you?
Hi, Polly.
Oh, it's so dark in here. I can't see.
Is your real name? I don't suppose you killed anyone at the bar, did you?
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you can go now. Go.
Just to clarify, that is
Scared
a no,
me.
right? Right?
So creamy.
I've been told.
Where do you think you're going, officer?
I was just going out to call Anthony. He's not here yet.
Of course he's not here yet. His invitation specified a later start time than any of you, because I can count on him to be punctual, unlike the rest of you.
But that's...
Oh look, there's that strange creature from Halloween.
Veronica, what's going on here?
Didn't Polly tell you? Well, Drake couldn't make it and I needed a last-minute replacement for our Scorpio. So fortunately, I was able to look through all of the licenses collected at Halloween and find a replacement. Can you believe I don't know
Is that legal?
other Scorpio?
That is really hard to
I think
believe.
Veronica
Scorpio
does a
is
lot
the
of
most
things that are
common
not legal.
astrological sign. It's 9 months after Valentine's Day, but that I wasn't talking about Ted.
That was an ad lib
I meant this
again.
party. What is this?
That was a good ad lib, probably his best,
Always asking
considering.
questions. Well, at
Yes.
least you could ask the right ones, and then maybe you wouldn't have been demoted, and perhaps you would have been able to find Horatio's murderer. Polly, precious, so glad you could make it.
It's a shame Glenn can't make the party tonight.
Let's just go to the party and then we could talk about Glenn later.
Oh, Anthony.
You took the F train
You
wearing
cannot believe that you can hide Horatio's murderer from Ernie forever, do you, Poppet?
I don't want to hear what you are suggesting, Carla, ever
Looks so
Anthony,
good, Josh.
ever again. There is absolutely no evidence to corroborate what you are saying.
You know what she did to Dr. Janice. Is Horatio so far-fetched? Deep down you know you believe me, otherwise you wouldn't have distanced yourself from her these past few months.
We can't talk about this. We won't talk about this.
Naivety is one thing. Willful ignorance, I simply won't tolerate this from you.
You don't know what you are talking about.
Keeping things
I'm so happy you let me put mascara on you. It looks so good.
I'm happy any day Josh is willing to let you put mascara on
You
him.
just can't go on like this.
I love barber split like this. It looks so good.
Yeah, he does rock some mascara quite well, huh?
He does.
Mascara.
Punctual as always.
Veronica,
I love this
what is
group
going
chat.
on here?
Ernie?
Me too.
Pay them no mind. Anthony, is Carla with you?
I don't know.
Carla,
Carla,
is a Gemini,
dear,
Carla,
please
yes.
come join the circle. Make room for Carla. You're blocking
Are
her.
you throwing things out?
Carla! Anthony's dead friend, the one only he can see. Wait, we're still pretending that's a thing we're all okay with?
I can hear you. I'm in the room with you. And is that a clown?
I'm Howler the Harlequin.
Wait a minute. I know that voice.
He's so
Rupert?
funny.
Oh, hey, Teddy.
Oh,
My brother was in this room the entire
Gracious.
time, and I
What
did
is my brother doing at this party?
It took
So
that long.
nice.
And you said no one would hire me anymore after that little juggling accident. Well, looks like the joke's on you, big bro.
Pay them no mind, Anthony. Come,
He's
join
funny.
me in the circle. Now, everyone, join hands
the circle of
and
love.
focus
Oh, God.
on my flower as I recite a very powerful spell to rejuvenate my Venus mound.
I'm sorry, you're what?
She means her cooch.
Don't you dare move, any of you, or you will rue the day you crossed me.
Oh, by the way, I just love your makeup. It's just so clean. I'm sure we
And
could
younger.
dirty it up a
Yeah,
little bit.
well, I'm still waiting to find out if you're a murderer, but also, thank you for the compliment.
Veronica, explain yourself.
Well, it's all really quite simple. I went on the internet and I found a spell, a very powerful one, which using the power of the zodiac and a compatible feminine donor would enable me to stop the ravages of time and rejuvenate my body.
Wait a minute. Am I supposed to be the feminine energy donor?
looks like Ernie's not the only one who can see the woman inside you. Pop it.
That's an extremely reductive way to look at gender, Carla.
Tut, tut. Grab hands. All of you.
Tut, tut, tut. I gotta start using that. Tut, tut, tut.
Oh, great Gaia.
Is she
we
serious?
beseech thee.
Nope, that's it. I'm out of here.
Where do you think you're going?
I just think everybody thought this was going to be a party, not some satanic ritual.
Actually, I don't think this was a satanic ritual. I didn't hear enough of the spell to know for sure, but if she's invoking Gaia, she's probably calling on ancient...
Nerd!
Stop talking. Join hands.
Veronica, we're at a party. We're here for a party. We're having fun, so let's just have a good time.
I don't care if any of you have a good time. I don't care if any of you have any fun at all. All I care about is stopping the ravages of time.
The ravages of time.
Ravages of time. Ravages of time.
All right, listen, everyone. Now that I have you quiet for a moment, did anyone here kill Horatio?
You should give me your phone number.
Get those claws
I
going.
have a balloon that needs to be filled.
Polly, just knock it off, okay? And Howler, was it? Yeah. Can't you do something useful? Like what? You're a clown. Make them laugh.
Is there a frog on your head, John?
They're supposed to be funny.
So, Mr. Howler, know any good songs?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Running
Not even stick with cars. You're good at cars. This not so much.
Hey, so what? You're a bad clown. Who cares? Why don't you tell us what you know about this guy named Horatio? I mean, did you kill him?
Who?
And we will be right back after
The ravages of...
Don't be afraid.
Detective Mark Bessem.
You can call me Derek, Inspector.
Help me. These are murder cases, and you want to run around and talk about fairy tales and princesses.
You can educate the world on the great beyond.
Instead, you pretend it doesn't exist.
There aren't any monsters, Mark. They're only people. And they're the ones you need to catch. How do you rise above your hunger?
I'm totally surprised he hasn't eaten you yet. Shouldn't get too personal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the ship sailed on that one.
Oh, yes, the adventures of a demonologist. Keep the candle burning at both ends.
So we are going to be launching into filming of season 2 of Demon Doctor soon, if things go well. The world cooperates a little bit. If you haven't watched the series yet, now is the perfect time to watch Demon Doctor season 1, so you are all ready for season 2. So let's jump into it then. Stuart, why do you think this episode is called Phoenix Down?
Phoenix now?
Down.
Like the phoenix that's trying to rise from the ashes. This is at the point where it's down before it rises.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Interesting. Yes. Not what I was going for with it. I guess you've never played a Final Fantasy game, Stuart.
I tried, and it didn't take.
That's all right. If anyone in the audience knows, Phoenix Down is what you use in Final Fantasy to revive a dead character.
I was going to say that.
I know.
Yeah, I actually knew that, Josh. I just, for me, it's I just like to don't. I don't like to spoil it for the people out there. That's
you called on Stuart.
Yeah, I'm like, because I'm super humble. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm more humble than Gabe.
I'm like top 3 most humble people in the United States.
I'm like most humble person ever.
I'm willing to look unknowledgeable at other people's expense.
Exactly.
If we must.
This episode this might be one of my favorite parties that we had in the show, because I mean,
I like this party a lot.
The costumes, the set. I mean, I just really like this party. It's so much fun visually. I think it's our best party visually. And it took a lot of time to set up, but Ashley and Stuart, you were both instrumental in making this happen. You helped hang all those drapes. You took all the photos to make sure we could put the place back properly. You set up the lights. It was all really wonderfully done.
And this show would be nothing without Stuart.
Without Stuart, without you, without Gabe, without everyone here. No,
I'm merely a cog in the mechanism that is.
Did you say a cock?
A cog. In the mechanism.
Like in
the wheel.
I thought maybe this particular mechanism used cocks.
It's a round.
Like
thing.
the cable company?
Enjoy that.
Yes,
I think
it's round.
So
Good fun for the whole family.
Exactly. This episode is the second episode of the season, but this party was actually one of the last things we filmed for season 4. We filmed it in October. We started filming the season in April. So, that's possible, Anthony. I like that idea too. Oh,
Anthony,
that's clever.
See,
you should have called on Anthony instead of Stuart.
I should have.
You should do that for most things.
This episode did have some problems, though. As Ashley mentioned, Paul did get injured because of all
his crabinitis he has now.
Crabitis.
You should have looked at a stunt double for him.
Paul got crabs. We also had issues. You're going to see coming up some balloon animals, and unfortunately, I thought you could blow up the balloons without a device for them. So Paul and Andrew had to leave set to look for one of those pumps to blow up the air balloon, the balloons. Thankfully, it was Halloween, so there were party supply stores everywhere at that time, and Paul was able to get one. But I couldn't have done this episode without Paul and Andrew too, because they went and found that, and we would have missed the whole gags with the balloon animals and everything. So
I believe
production woes.
Yes, teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly.
Agreed. I have a question.
Yes, Ashley, Monique, Menard.
And I know everyone is curious, and I can't remember, Stu. Why are you wearing the hoodie?
Oh, my hair.
Okay.
There was no kind of messed up continuity. Much in the way of when you produce a show over a long span of time, it's hard to maintain hair continuity for certain things. And in this instance, I had to cut my hair for a different gig, and it didn't match with everything else. So Josh came up with the quick solution of, well, just Angie will just have his hood up for the party.
Yeah,
the ingenuity.
That was season 3. Season 4, you had the hood up because you're a lion, you're a Leo, so that's your mane.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Oh, I really thought that was the other thing.
No, season 3 is where you had your massive.
The hair debacle.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think. I would have been like, no, this doesn't. Just raw. I don't know. The t-shirt sells. The t-shirt sells it enough. Like.
This party also introduces Rupert, so we have to talk about the fabulous Nick Maines, who it's really cool because Howler is one of those characters that evolved so much after Nick auditioned. Howler was just supposed to be in this episode, but when Nick auditioned, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to have Nick in more of the show because he is so cool, and we really need to have him. So I turned him into Rupert instead of Howler, and he evolved into a character that was in 5 episodes, and now he's in a bunch of episodes of season 5 as well. So I'm really, really excited by that. Ashley has a question.
I do. I have another question. So I guess my question for you, Josh, is why? What did the nickname? Because it would be his nickname or stage name. How did Howler come about? Because it's such an interesting name.
I was thinking sort of like Howler Monkey, because I was thinking monkeys and circus and clowns, and I was thinking, Howler. Okay, that could work. I like that.
Yeah.
But I will say that Rupert, because of Rupert, it reminds me also of Gabe, because Detective Rossetti is also a character that evolved massively after I met Gabe. Detective Rossetti was a character that was a typical cop, but after I met Gabe, I'm like, I want to work with this guy more. So
there are some people you meet that are just so awesome and so great to work with, and you say, I got to keep them. And you got to keep them in the loop and keep them in your circle as much as you can.
Yeah.
So we did.
And I am grateful for that.
Are you doing the crab dance?
We're all doing the crab. So
We love you,
speaking of
Paul.
crabs, it's time to get back to the show. So here is season 4, episode 2, part 2.
We're gonna go back to because they have crabs. Oh, called
Crab.
it.
Crabs.
Should we make the dialogue? Okay,
Forgot
I'll be
I had
Hunter.
a prescription for these puppies in my
never
gym
mind.
bag. Old Master had a similar problem.
The problem's
Old
not in
Master?
my pants.
So he's ready to go?
No, it's at the bar.
Dude, then go take care of it then. Sir.
Dude, bro,
All right,
sir.
go take a shower, and I want you in position 46
Dude, bro,
when I get back.
Position
Take one of
46.
these before you tie the
Sir, bro,
ropes.
dude.
Second
Yes, dude.
floor.
Sir.
Take 2.
I don't think you're supposed to take 2 Viagra at once.
What did you
I'm
do that
interested
for, man?
in what you have to say.
You're not old, you know.
Of course you would say
I
that.
love this
because
scene
if
between
I'm
the two of
old,
you.
That means you're old too.
It's not what I meant, but now that you mention that, it kind of gives me pause. I don't want to be old.
Oh, please. All you have to worry about is sagging skin and a receding hairline. Not like the things I have to deal with.
Oh, you two are pathetic. I suspect
Yeah.
you both know that, but I'm taking this moment to point it out.
How old was she?
A woman doesn't tell her age.
That is a lot of bull. I am 62 years old, and I am not ashamed of how life has shaped
Doesn't look
me.
a day over 53.
Or how death has either. You tell her that, Poppet.
Fine. She was 62.
Amazing. All that time, and you're the best friend she could find.
Oh, now there's the little spitfire.
So valid.
Sure.
You can be me and Veronica, but all of those people in there, they came for you. They came because you invited them. So it doesn't matter what's happening to your body or how many wrinkles you're trying to cover with increasingly thicker levels of foundation.
The nerve!
Oh,
yo,
A party is meant to be fun, so when you're going to
You're
have
peeking.
fun, you can come back inside.
I had to tell that's my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, boom, boom.
You wore a lot of
Thank you.
foundation.
So your brother's a clown,
Sure.
eh? That sucks. Clowns are the worst.
Oh no, I love clowns. I just wish Rupert were good at it. It's an art.
Come on, you're a clown.
So judgy.
Do you clown stuff?
Come on, clowns were sold last year. Make us laugh.
Okay, but I'm not exactly a comedy clown, but sure. You, lady, what's your favorite animal?
Piranhas.
A piranha.
They're such majestic creatures.
Okay,
Wow.
okay, but
I think wasn't that
how
ad-lib?
about
Or-
a dog? Who here likes dogs?
A dog. How original.
So, how do you know Howler, Veronica?
I hired him today.
Yep, that hoodie really looks like a mane.
minute for someone like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told
Really
you.
read
That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw the hoodie. Oh, the OMA.
There.
Thanks,
That's
Gabe. At least somebody understands.
Now, who's
Yeah, as opposed to the lion on
Who
his
wants a
shirt.
sword?
I do.
Let's just focus more on the lion aspect of the.
He's so funny.
But without the Madame here, you only have 11 zodiac signs.
12.
11. You and Anthony are twins. You are the same sign.
Oh, you're so tiresome. I was born on February 18th, making me an Aquarius, and he was born on February 19th, making him a Pisces, obviously.
Genius.
Sure.
Genius.
The writing.
Genius.
Well,
Like it's like someone with a
What's
doctorate
your
wrote-
favorite animal?
It's like a doctor wrote it.
Oh, a bear! Me too. But
A
how
doctor
about
of
a
literature.
giraffe?
Of literature.
Oh,
dear Lord.
a fellow mime. Oh, oh.
Just sit there, do something.
Oh, oh no, no. Oh no.
It's violent.
He's so cute.
And a
Sorry to
friendship
interrupt,
was
Father,
born.
but the future money shots is on the line here. I need you to tell me that Drake killed Horatio and assaulted that reporter.
But he didn't.
Damn! That's everyone. I better go compare notes with Chaz and Gerard.
I loved that shirt when
Martin's
I found
working.
it. I was That shirt is such a Dennis shirt for his costume.
I
Dennis would
remember
totally
this
buy
shit.
this shirt. But then I'm a crab. Oh,
Are you here
Huh?
to kick me out of my apartment too?
Not unless there's a murder up there. I should be able
Look at that tan.
Well, there's a guy tied to my bed right now.
Sun kissed.
So
I missed
how about
that.
you and I take a trip down to the station?
Yeah, me too.
I have some questions.
I could use some vitamin
Get
D.
ice cream in here.
Well, then you shouldn't have given me probable cause to haul you downtown. After all,
I remember that shirt because I bought it and then we ripped it off me or something like that.
No, I bought it. I still have it at my apartment.
Oh yeah, oh that's right. Keeping
You
receipts.
say,
Friend.
I'm gonna
You and your
fix this.
stunt clothes.
Been breathing so much life into this otherwise dull party. I thank the baby Jesus for you.
This is really uncomfortable, and I still don't know if you're a murderer.
Breathe new life into me. Just breathe.
Oh.
This is disgraceful and so unlike Polly. How could she do that to Drake?
Maybe they're open. I think people do that these days.
Yeah, but they're heterosexuals. Do they even do that?
I try not to think about it. So long as they keep it in the bedroom, I'm good. Get it? 'Cause
Oh really,
that's what they say
Josh?
about us in reverse.
Oh really? That's how we feel, huh?
So, listen, Father, I know you're focused on the circus, but I was thinking maybe
Now
you
she's tweaking
and
his
I
nose. Excuse me, Gerard. I'm sorry. I need a refreshment.
should have dinner one night. Please don't say anything.
I won't. I'll just stay here, frozen by that cold shoulder.
You're joking, right?
Nope. I broke up with my boyfriend just before Halloween, and I figured it was the right time to start making new friends. Like you.
We're not friends.
We could be.
Girl, I don't know you.
Why? I mean, can't we just have sex and that be it?
Oh, you. You're so funny. Come on, let's get me a drink.
I wasn't telling a joke.
Ugh,
This is nice.
what are you dancing
You know,
to?
if you'd wear that lipstick
Just
about you, this
the
would be perfect.
beats of their own heart.
Drill me during these sweet and tender moments, don't you?
Is
I
that an invitation?
should have
I
added some
definitely
music to
plan
the
on
scene.
drilling you later, you know.
Forgot to put the music.
Anthony, don't you think you're being a tad bit ostentatious? This isn't even your party, and you're prancing around
Not
here
even
like a
music
drunken
playing.
penguin.
Whoa! Check out the lady with the sick burn.
Veronica, I am just about.
I wasn't speaking to you, officer. You would know if I was speaking to you because I would actually be talking to you.
Veronica, you can't talk to people like this. No, forget it, Anthony. Your
You
sister
should.
needs to learn that there are consequences to her actions.
She knows there are consequences, Ernie. She just doesn't care.
That's right, Anthony. This big
I can
look
relate.
is just a bookmark in your life, something to toss aside when you're done with it. And you can't tell me that he isn't honestly just a replacement for Hunter, and a poor one at that.
Just ignore her, Ernie. She gets like this when she doesn't get her way.
Stuart looks wonderful in all of his costumes.
I don't know whether to pity
That's
you,
all thanks to
Veronica, or wish that Anthony had half your muster.
Oh, you go, Veronica. Normally, I don't like the girl, but when she goes all balls to the wall, oh, I really like it.
What happened to your makeup,
It makes
actually?
me wish I was her.
She made out with a clown.
No, I'm sorry.
It fell on the
But no.
clown.
Come
Oh,
on.
here we go.
if Anthony didn't do it,
I like to interrogate and ice cream at the same time.
I remember
Big
that.
leg to the spoon there, Gabe.
I don't care what you say. Anthony did not kill Horatio. And I didn't either.
but you did hate him.
I hit a lot of people. That doesn't mean I killed him.
With his penis.
But you don't hear voices. Your ex-husband does.
Husband.
Sorry?
Husband. We're still married. I destroyed the divorce papers.
Hey, this chunky monkey ain't gonna choke itself.
Well, whatever he is, you hear his voices.
He sees ghosts. There's a difference.
Right.
Now there's
Very, no, not subtle at all with it.
And he's currently dating another man too, right? Yet you defend him. Look, I'm gonna get him sooner or later. It's just a matter of time. Now, are you gonna help me? Or are you gonna go down as an accomplice?
Girl.
Wow.
That's uncomfortable.
I didn't expect that.
Are you
miss him so much?
Oh my God,
Between
it's so
him and my father coming out of the closet, my father's gay. What is that about? I mean, now there are bodies piling up at the bar.
They're there.
There.
There, sweet hunter. There.
Oh, there he goes.
Hey, you feel so
I don't.
tense. Bow, chicka, 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 where, Wait, this is like real life. This happens, right?
And it happens all the time.
Yeah. Wait, and they're at the police station, right?
Yeah.
Yep. There's windows on those.
Hey, there's nothing happening here.
Just keep on trucking.
It was interesting to be on the other side of that.
Yeah, something about hearing that line at a certain angle. That's just
It's really gets it going.
I love Lisa.
I will never understand these people that you hang out with.
Well,
Mama.
slowly but surely they're becoming worse than a nuisance.
Oh, well, I am surprised, daughter of mine, that you would be so quick to dismiss these people that you fought so bravely to defend just a year ago.
Well, girl's gotta change, Mama. That's how she survives.
Not one lead.
You mustn't be too hard on yourselves.
No offense, Father, but you don't know what you're talking about. If we don't solve this murder, nobody will. Then it's bye, money shots.
Then let me help. I can help you guys.
It's hopeless.
Was that a reference
I watched
to
hours
Insane?
and hours of police proceedings.
It's gonna be May.
They make it look so easy.
Did you guys ever stop to think that maybe the killer wasn't at the party tonight?
That's brilliant!
No, it really wasn't.
Shh, Father, be quiet. Exactly.
Carla!
Wait, really? They thought Carla did it?
Carla did it, yeah.
These old country.
Once I had this dream that I was standing in Osaka. There was a geisha and a refugee.
You really like
Down
Buffy.
in her pocket there was a tarnished silver
Drink
locket.
bottle of wine.
Picture frame it
Get a little
always
bit of
been
vino. Come from kind of
She takes that refugee to town and keeps her eyes down on
Maybe
the
not.
ground as if she's waiting for the earth to open up and pull the geisha and that
I would have really
man
liked to
to
have
the
seen where the
cauldrons of
wine
Japan,
opener
beneath the
was.
streets that only serve
I
to keep
would have liked
the
to see him like
gravity
open the bottle of wine.
Sleepwalking, did not hear a thing. Oh, I did not hear a thing. Oh. Once I had this dream, there were two star-crossed teenage lovers trying to keep their secrets safe from everyone. 'Cause if the parents ever learned this, they would slash and they would burn this, and everything they know would be undone.
My daughter's insane.
So they hid beneath the bleachers, out of view from all the teachers, as the marching band played Hail
How many couples
to the
sit in the
Deep.
bathroom like that together?
It was the last game of the season.
He didn't wipe.
And they were shaking, they were freezing. There was nothing but their bodies in between.
You can go to.
You just got
Doesn't take an erection to
acquitted.
seduce men.
it doesn't take an erection to seduce men. You're right,
Yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter,
Right,
is that you?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Dedication.
thank God. Look, you gotta help me. I was supposed to be back hours ago, and this is not going away.
I'll say.
So can you please help me?
Sure, son. Anything you say.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
Well, that's not what I was expecting, but that'll work.
Phil and David always just give it their all.
Yeah.
You should go. Party's over, and it was a disaster.
It wasn't your best, but I bet you had a good reason for doing it, right?
The doctor called today, and she told me that I'm going through menopause.
Impossible.
That's what I thought. But apparently, it can happen to anyone my age, as rare as it is.
Well, look on the bright side. Imagine how much money you're going to save on condoms and tampons.
Well, there is that.
Yeah.
Always
Also means I
on
can't
the
have
break.
children anymore.
I thought you didn't want children anymore.
Well, I don't. Not after Jason, but at least I had the option. Now I don't have that opportunity, even if I did want to move on.
Makes you feel better. You can always adopt me.
You don't want me for a mother.
I don't know. I think I could learn something from your sense of style and your penchant for fierceness.
I know what I am. I have no delusions about it. I don't deserve to have people stick around.
I used to think that I didn't deserve to have anyone or anything either. But then I found
Inserted yourself.
Found a family with all of you.
And that horse mask, for everyone who cares, is from season 1.
I think I'm
the
falling
horse
in love
mask
with someone
that
for the
Hunter
first
wore.
time in my life.
Just
very
cut right to.
I mean,
Yeah, that was a nice splice.
Come on, mommy dearest. We need to clean up.
Is that steam a metaphor?
These people are going to learn that if they try to kill Cara Lane, they better succeed.
Excuse me, Cara Lane.
I used to be.
Yes, I've heard you had
That's
quite
a bit
difficult
dramatic,
year.
Is there something I can do for you? Standing here isn't good for my stitches.
Actually, I was hoping there was something I could do for you. That is, if you'd let me.
Come with me and you'll see in a world of pure imagination.
Hey.
Yes.
You left me alone.
Yeah.
If you are still thinking about what Veronica said, stop it. Veronica is very, very good at hurting people when she is in pain.
Veronica's good at hurting people because she's good at saying the hard truth. I know what I am to you. And I'm still here, idiot that I am.
Hey, you are
All right, Elaine
not
Stretch.
an imitation hunter.
Even if I were, I'd still do all the things I've done for you. I'd still protect you from...
From what?
Never mind, just... know that I would do anything for you, no matter what the consequences. You would wear the underwear I bought you. Or you would put on makeup.
I do wear makeup.
I mean in public, Anthony, not just in private.
Put makeup.
That is not who I am, Ernie. I am sorry, but I am not going to change myself for you, for anyone.
If you knew the things I've done for you, I have changed, Anthony. Fundamentally, I have done things I never dreamed I would do. Why can't you do the same for me?
Well, I am sorry if you feel like you have compromised yourself for me, Ernie, but I have never asked you to do that, and I have never wanted it.
Oh, no! Of course not! You're Anthony. You stand there and you look at your imitation hunter, and you know that you've never done anything wrong. You're weird and wacky and wonderful, and you just expect the rest of us to deal with it. I need to know that you will make sacrifices for us, too. I love you, Anthony. But when I look at you, I can't tell what you're thinking. I need to know I'm not just making this relationship up. I need to know you're in this with me.
Is this story about us, Josh?
This is one of my favorite scenes with Ken.
Oh, yes.
Oh, officer, you can't possess him. No one can. Well, except me, only me. And I can only do it literally. Anthony is a conundrum. As kind as your brain is, and as loving as I think your heart may be, it takes more than what you have to unravel my Anthony.
Crazy question. Is Ken Dillon related to Matt Dillon?
I doubt it, but let's say he is.
Oh!
I googled him when I
like
first
these when
saw him
a
on the
good
call
set
sheet,
of lungs and
and
a
it
physical
came up as
form
like
would
Matt
be
Dillon's
nice to get
brother, and
my
I was
point across.
You know, he's got that
I think
Dylan.
that's Kevin. That's Kevin Dillon. He was on Entourage.
Yeah, no. Yeah, there's another.
What
They
are
have
you
another
doing,
brother.
Puppet?
Ken.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, but I don't think
I don't think it's Ken.
Oh no.
Maybe. Maybe.
Well, hello. Wait a minute.
Oh, I suddenly don't care about all that emotional
never
stuff
bought
I just
that for you.
complained about.
No. No, you didn't.
Anthony, you know better. You saw what Lying did to Hunter. Tell him the truth. Tell him. This is what you want, so I bought it only because I feel like I owe you. Be honest, Puppet.
I bought it. I bought this for you. For us.
If you dare to
Bought
bear
it.
your weight upon my shoulders,
For you.
I bought this.
I will finally rest in peace. All is fair in
You working in the garden that day?
Oh, you little fool.
Yeah.
you wanna know. Well, bring me open air hollow. So we are next to me. I don't need to be in shadows. Dancing with the devil, and I know it's in my
Actually, those
It's in my bones.
Those heels do hurt a lot. Actually, I do not invest.
Josh suffers for his
in
art. Gosh darn it.
I don't invest in heels that are appropriately sized for a plus-sized man. So those were narrow, very narrow heels, and they're very, very tight and painful.
It took three of us to get them off of him.
It's true. But that's okay because suffering for your art, as you said, we all four of us here have suffered for our art.
Oh yes.
And then some.
Sometimes I just suffer just for the sake of suffering.
I'm suffering right now.
Is important. So yeah, I mean, like I said, this is one of my favorite scenes with Ken. I think it's just so much fun to work with him in general, but this scene in particular, I just really loved how it came together and what came out of it. I'm really thrilled that this is something that we have to reflect on. I think it's a really real scene for in relationships. But Gabe, this is your first episode of Skeleton Crew that you appeared in. What's it like looking back on it for yourself?
A lot of fun, a lot of memories. Again, it feels like it was a long time ago, man.
It does feel like a very long time ago. And it really wasn't, but it feels like it's such a long time ago.
Feels like it was like a decade ago. No, but it was a lot of fun. And you know what? I forget how the crew was like. It was they mesh well, man. It's like that's fun. You're ambitious. I told you that. Like that's you don't do small productions, and and you make it work. And I have to applaud you for that. That's not you definitely are not baby stepping into this.
And that's only because I've got amazing people like you and Ashley and Stuart to make this happen with.
Yes.
So, and Nakia, who we all again send our
Miss and hope that he's warm and has food and blankets and hot cocoa.
All that.
If you are joining the show at the now and you didn't see the beginning, Nakia sends his best to everyone. Unfortunately, he's one of the many people in Texas right now who is without power, and we hope that they will all be okay and that nobody's going to suffer too greatly because of this. We are running a little late tonight, so we're gonna probably wrap up. Any final thoughts, Ashley, that you'd like to share with us?
No, it's just been such a pleasure. Gabe, thank you so much for being here. It's always
Thank
the best.
you, Gabe. I appreciate you guys having me. It's good to see you.
It's so good to see you. I have not seen you for such a long time, and this is wonderful to see you tonight.
That'll change.
I can't wait. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Stuart, any last thoughts from you?
This was another one of those hoot event episodes that I like. That ties the room together. So any chance we get that many people in a room together, the logistics are a nightmare, but man, we always make it work.
Yeah.
One of the big things, Veronica has a line about how Drake can't make it tonight. Hunter Thor was supposed to be in this episode, but it's one of those things that we had to rewrite because Hunter Thor could not be there.
Make it work.
So, you make it work. As Gabe says, we jump in feet first, and we just make it as awesome as we can because we've got awesome people working on it, and we've got awesome people watching it. So thank all of you for joining us tonight. And we really, really, really would have no reason to make these shows if you didn't watch them. So thank you so much for being a part of our SideKick family.
Paulie, I love you. I love you, Paulie.
We're going to be heading out tonight, but before we go, just one last reminder. If you want to help us finish season 5 and the musical episode, you can reach out through Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, and we'll be nearing conclusion very soon on that. So
every dollar counts.
In the meantime, every dollar counts.
Cash App, the #1 app preferred by all your drug dealers.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have never. People don't believe me when I say this, but it's true. I have never ever been drunk and never ever taken a single drug that was an illegal substance.
Well, you know what?
We keep Josh high on life.
Yes, yeah. Well, I feel like I might have made up for you then, Josh.
That's good. I mean, as long as somebody's not missing out, because I feel like I am. But anyway, happy Monday, everyone. We're back again next week, and
make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below.
We'll see you next week to watch a very special episode, which is another amazing, very large cast episode. So we will see you next week, everyone. Have a good night.
All things from the SideKick Productions universe. And I thought I was gonna forget all my lines because it's a body positive show.
I read for the role of Hunter, and
and that's the tea.